Hades' place haunted the horizon, rising like the jagged edges of his obsidian crown. Yuri, a young soul with a thick mane of cascading curls and olive skin, walked beside her. She wore pink robes and leather sandals. An ensemble that stood out against the shadowy mountains and black water. The soul and Fesseron had become fast friends, and often went on walks together in the Aswall Valley, but today, Fesseron had convinced Yuri to stray from their usual path. She glanced at her companion now, whole arm was looped through hers, and asked, "How long have you been here, Yuri?" Fesseron guessed that the soul had been in the underworld for a while, based on the traditional peplau she wore. Yuri's delicate brows drew together over her gray eyes. "I do not know. A long time. Do you remember what the underworld was like when you arrived?" Fesseron had a lot of questions about the underworld from antiquity. It was that version that still had its claws in Hades. That version which made him feel ashamed. That version which made him feel unworthy of his people's worship and praise. "Yes, I don't know that I'll ever forget," she offered an awkward laugh. "It was not as if it is now. Tell me more." Fesseron encouraged just by being curious about Hades' past and the history of the underworld. She couldn't deny that part of her feared uncovering the truth. What if she didn't like what she found? "The underworld was bleak. There was nothing. We were all colorless and crowded. There were no days and no nights, just a monotone of gray, and we existed in it." So they really had been shadows of themselves, Fesseron recalled when she'd first visited the underworld. Hades had taken her into his garden. She's been so angry with him. He had challenged her to create life, but his realm was beautiful and lush, full of colorful flowers and lively willows. Then he had revealed it. It was all an illusion. Beneath the glamour he maintained was a land of ash and fire. "That sounds like punishment," Fesseron said, thinking it terrifying to exist without purpose. Yuri offered a faint smile, and she shrugged.